What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. This is the certified Chris G coming back at you with another motivational message. And you already know why, to keep you chasing after the greatness in your life. Sorry, I'm in my workout gear tonight. I'm not as quite as sexy as I usually am, if I may say so myself. But I want to come on here because I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of inspiration and motivation to make sure that you're staying after your dreams. Because you got this. You're going to get there. You're going to get to the version of yourself that you keep chasing. I'm just here to make sure you get that extra little boost. So today, I was taking my wife a coffee. She's getting close to her last day of work before we welcome in our son to the world here a little bit later this week. I'm super excited to become a daddy for the first time. But on my way there, I was listening to the Ed My Life podcast. If you haven't ever checked him out, please go search him up in Apple, podcast, Spotify, whatever you listen to your podcast to. He's an amazing speaker, and he has some great guests on there. And he was interviewing Dean Graziosi today, and they were talking about this idea of what are the benefits of waiting on your dream, or what are the benefits from you hiding from your dream. And for some reason, like, that hit me pretty tough. Because for a lot of us, man, we list out the reasons on why we want to achieve our dream. We're like, oh, I want to make more money. I want to have a nicer lifestyle. I want to be happier. I want to have a partner in my life. I don't want to be alone. Like, we have all these reasons, and some of us put them on vision boards, or we write them down, or we put them lists in our phones, and we have all these reasons for why we feel like we need to chase the dream. And those are great, and I encourage you to keep doing that. But I never really took the time to list the reasons why I haven't gotten there yet. Like, what am I winning by waiting? And maybe those reasons why are why I'm not going after it full throttle. And I never took the time to really sit back. And so I want to come on here tonight because I wanted to share with you on what I think are the 3 reasons why I keep hiding from the person that I want to be. And then I want to challenge you to take some time tonight to think of at least 3 reasons why you think you're hiding from the person you know that you're destined to be. And so, for any of you guys that have watched my videos, you know I'm a speaker, and that is my dream, is to get out there, make my own company, and help impact others chase after their dreams. Because I don't like to see when people settle in their life. But it's been a 3-year process, and I thought, like when I started my company, like it would just take off, and that just hasn't been the case, but I still want to keep grinding. But I really want to think to myself on why I haven't, why I've left their room to do other things. Maybe sometimes I treat it like a side hustle and I need it to become my main hustle, and so I really thought about my 3 reasons and why. And the first reason I thought of is, if I stay where I'm at, I'm comfortable, right? I won't get hurt. And I think for a lot of us out there, that is one of the reasons why we stay in our current predicaments, whether it's a current relationship, whether it's not getting into a relationship, whether it's our current job, is we're afraid of the unknown. And we think when we get to the unknown, that unknown has a potential to hurt us. And so we would rather stay getting hurt by something we know than risk ever getting hurt more by something we don't. And I really had to think to myself, is that a good enough reason to wait on my dreams? And I realized no matter which way I go, I'm going to be having to deal with some type of pain. Either losing my current situation in my life and losing up that comfort that I have, that I've worked for, or the other type of pain is being able to risk being told, no, you're not good enough, or you can't make it, and having to fight through that. So that was my first reason that sometimes I think I wait on my dream, is because I don't want to be hurt, because it's scary. The second reason I really think that sometimes I wait on my dream is, sometimes I think I really am afraid of success. I know some of you guys are like, that's crazy, right? But maybe some of you can feel me on that. Is, when you get told you can't do it. It's easy to believe because people are like, they put their limiting beliefs on you. But you have to sit back and say, well, what if I can? And then if you get there, do you ever think like, well, why didn't I do this sooner? Or why couldn't I have done this before? Maybe I would have been happier before. And so sometimes we fear our success more than we do our own failure. And some of us would rather sit in our current failures because we believe that the current version of ourselves isn't good enough to get to the other side of success. And that's hard, that's hard. And so for any of you guys out there that are like, hey, I'm waiting on it because what if I do make it? What if I do? I think the fact that you're asking yourself that question tells you something. What if I do make it? Because I think when you start asking yourself that question, you know inside that you already got what it takes to get there. You're just scared. You're scared because if you become successful, what are you going to have to leave behind? Maybe you leave some friends behind. Maybe you leave your job behind. Maybe you leave your current situation behind. Maybe you have to leave some of your family behind. And that's scary because you're thinking to yourself, well, if I'm successful, what do I have to give up to get there? And none of us like to give anything up in our life. But I want you to think to yourself, if you can sacrifice to get to your success, how much more will you be able to help others, And I think the third reason that I wait sometimes on putting my dream out there and going after it full throttle is because I think sometimes we would rather not know the answer to am I good enough than to get the answer. And I know that ties into the previous two reasons why, but I really think to myself is like, what if I find out I'm not good enough? Then what does that mean for me? And so many of us would rather be like, I'll leave the option out there and not know the answer. I'd rather leave the question out there because I could always hope and dream that the answer is what I wanted than really find out is the answer what we wanted. And let me elaborate on that a little bit. So I think to myself, sometimes we're like, what if I'm not good enough to get there? And you'd rather risk just never knowing than actually know. And so if you find that out, I really want to challenge you is like, you know what? In this life, man, I feel like you're given things for you to execute. So that dream that you have, that was given to you for a reason. So if you're questioning, am I good enough to get there? Just know somebody already answered that question for you when they gave you the dream, when they gave you the goal, when it came into your existence. You already have that stuff inside of you, man. You're already capable of doing it. I think what you have to know is it's okay to go get the answer, to know that you're good enough. It's okay to do that. And sometimes we have to love ourselves enough to convince ourselves that we are worth it, that we are that valuable. I used to think back to when I was dating, before I started dating, really, I lost all my weight and stuff. And I thought to myself, well, I'd rather be alone than knowing that I'm not good enough for the person that I'm really interested in. What a crummy way to live through life, man. Sure, as I dated, I got hurt and stuff, but that hurt was worth it for me to get to the situation where I'm at now. I have a beautiful wife and a beautiful family on the way. But I was so scared to find out, am I good enough for someone to love me, that oftentimes I just stayed at home, would cancel dates, would not go out with people because I was ultimately fearful that I wasn't good enough. So those are really my 3 reasons for waiting. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I want you to take some time tonight and write down what are the reasons why you're waiting. Dig deep. Don't be superficial with it. Dive deep into why do you think you're waiting on becoming the person that you want to be. So many of us dream about it all the time. We shoot for our goals, we write them down, but we wait on them. We always put them on the back burner thinking that we got infinite tomorrows. But really take some time to address, why are you holding back at the life that you want to live? Thank you guys so much for taking some time to watch the video tonight. I really appreciate it. If I hit any type of emotion for you at all tonight, please go ahead and feel free to hit the like button and make sure you subscribe so that you never miss another one of my motivational videos. I love being able to help impact you, and I believe in your dreams so much. So please don't give up. Not today, not tomorrow, not later this week, not ever, because you're such a beautiful person, and that dream that you have inside of you is beautiful too. and you deserve to find that best version of you. Much love, guys. Keep chasing your greatness. I'll be back on here with some more motivation to keep you fighting and dreaming and giving you that little inspiration to help giving you that push towards becoming that best version of you. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.